Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Mariana, and today I'm gonna share with you how I'm gonna set up my planner for the year of 2020 to 2021. I'm using this little agenda here that I bought 1 year ago. I already used it up for 1 year, as you can see here. I started August 2019 and then I finished using it this month, which is July 2020. And this little planner here, agenda, it's actually quite big, so I only used about half of it, or maybe a third of it, I don't know, something like that. So I have plenty of pages left that I can use for this year as well. And this agenda is very tiny, very practical. It's so easy to carry around and I like it a lot. When I first bought it, it didn't have anything, so I'm gonna show you how plain it is. It's black and white and it has all the months over here that you can choose from, and it also has the days of the week, but it doesn't have any numbers and it doesn't mark the month as well. So you can choose to start whenever you like and you can end this whenever you like as well. So what I'm gonna do to set up this planner for this year is basically just recreate the little tabs I made for last year. And I'm also going to go ahead and just put the number of the day and also mark the month for each page. And one thing that I also like to do is just to color in a specific color for each month. So for example, this is August. In August I chose blue, and then for the next month I chose pink, and this has a pattern that is basically the same as the tabs. So each month has a tab that has a specific color, and also here on the top it has a specific color. So this is pretty much what I'm gonna do, and for that I'm gonna use these little tabs here. These are from dividers I used on my art notebook. I don't know if you watched my video about setting up this notebook, so I'm just gonna show you. This is the notebook I'm talking about, and this is the divider. So originally this divider was a little bit bigger and I cut it down to size. That's why I have a little bit of a leftover here. And these are all pastel colors. This is a very nice divider. It's made of plastic and it's very sturdy. And because of that, I'm gonna use it as the little tabs here for my planner. I'm also going to use paper in order to make these little tabs here to write the month or the first 3 letters of the month. And this one is a little bit thicker than normal paper. It is 90 grams. I'm also going to use my Pentel Energel pen in order to write the letters of the month. I'm gonna use some tape. Also I'm gonna use a mechanical pencil in order to mark the little tabs that I need to cut. And of course you're gonna need some scissors like these, and also a ruler. I will also use this little thing here to cut paper down to size, or to cut the dividers into size, but you don't need that. You can just use a simple scissor and that's gonna work for you. Aside from that, I'm also going to use some highlighters. Again, I have a couple of colors I want to use in this planner because of the dividers. So we have here my Faber-Castell pastel colored highlighters, and for this agenda I'm going to use the teal color, the blue color, the pink one, and then the purple one, which are the colors of the tabs. So that's gonna be all the materials I'll be going to use. So let's get started. The first thing I decided to do was to just write the numbers of the days, and because I had my calendar right beside me, it was super easy. I just had to look at it and then just write onto my planner. And this is a very tedious and boring task, but I think it helps a lot, especially because you need to know the dates of the days you're seeing, and also because even though this planner is not the easiest to set up because you have to do a couple of things, I think it's very nice and very simple. I like how minimalist it is. Next up, I decided to use my highlighters to color in the months. Like I said before, each month has a specific color, and when a page has 2 months, for example, if the month ends in the middle of a week, the same week has 2 different colors for 2 different months, and then the month I mark at the top is the one that has most days. So for example, if August finished in a Tuesday, I would mark that specific week as September, which is the next month. After doing that, which took about 20 minutes, I took off one of the tabs that I already had in my planner in order to measure the size of it and make sure all the other tabs would be the same size. And the size I chose was 1 centimeter by 1.5 centimeters, and this is the size I'm gonna cut all the tabs. So for this, I'm just using this paper cutter here. It's very easy. You just have to mark where you want to cut and then just pass the knife over it. And I first cut a big piece and then I started cutting the individual tabs. This way it was much faster. Next up, I was going to cut the white paper in order to make the labels. I first tried out with the size of 0.5 centimeters by 0.6 centimeters, but it didn't look right, so I chose to go with 0.6 and 0.4 for the height. And then after that, I just went ahead and wrote the 3 first letters of each month on each tab. Next up, you're gonna need a glue stick and also some tape. I first glued each individual label into its specific tag. In order to make this easier, I just placed all the tags in the right order. So first we have blue, then pink, then green, and finally purple. This way it would be harder to make a mistake when placing the labels on each tag. Next up, I decided to go ahead and tape everything, which means I put a little piece of tape over all of the tags in order to avoid any smudges if any drinks fell on my planner, and it also helps stick the label perfectly into the tab. And after that, I started cutting it down just to make it a little bit prettier and also to fit the previous aesthetic. And then for that, I also made sure to place all the little pieces of tape in order again to protect the label and also to fix it properly onto the tab. Next up, it was just about placing the little tabs into my planner, and in order to do that, what I did was just to place the first one on the corner of the page, and then after that I would place accordingly to the placement of the previous tab. And in order to place my tabs, what I used was first a glue stick, and then I just glued onto the page, and to secure it properly, I used a little piece of tape, and that helps a lot because when you go search a specific month, you pull on the tab, so it needs to be very restrained. It has to be fixed properly. So that's why I always place a little piece of tape on top just to make sure everything will stay in place throughout the year. And I had a little bit of trouble last year with those tabs because of that, because at first I only used the glue stick in order to place and fix everything, and after some time I realized that I really needed that piece of tape, otherwise everything would come apart. And I also had to redo some labels because I didn't put tape over the labels last year and I spilled water on the planner and it smudged everything. Anyway, after that I decided I would also make some labels for the years because I have 3 different years on this planner. I have 2019, 2020 and 2021. For that I just cut 3 little pieces of the transparent piece of the divider that I had. I don't like this color as much as I like the other ones. That's why I decided to use it last. And I just placed the first label, that is 2019, on the first page, which is the page of August 2019, and then I placed the second one, which is 2020, on January, and then the last one, which was 2021, on the right corner of the planner. Now I want to show you how it looks like. I think it looks great. It has lots of tabs and I personally really like that. You can easily see where you want to go because of the tabs of the year. This one is for 2020 and you have all the labels for each month of 2020. And here we have 2021. And like I said before, this planner is from August 2019 to July 2020, and that's why 2021 doesn't have all the months. This planner, it's a 2-year planner, so you can plan however you like, put the months you like, and customize it to your liking. I personally really like the way it turned out. It took some time, to tell you the truth. I think it took me 1.5 hours to finish everything, which is quite a bit of time, but I personally really think it's worth it, especially because I like doing that anyway. So I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave your like here and also subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, because I'll be posting many more videos in English. My channel is a mix between Portuguese and English videos, so if you're interested in learning something about Portuguese as well, you can just leave a comment here and I'll think about a couple of classes that I can do to teach you guys something about Portuguese. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful week and bye bye.